Explore with Skyline. Wow, Osaka hits you the moment you step off the train. The city pulses with energy. Neon lights, delicious smells, and a crowd that moves like a dance. There's a warmth here, a sense that everyone's in on the fun. As the sun sets, Osaka transforms. Glowing signs flicker to life, and the city puts on its party dress. They say Tokyo is for business, Kyoto is for history, but Osaka is for living it up. My destination, Dōtonbori, the heart of Osaka's nightlife and legendary food scene. Osaka, I'm ready. Let's see what you've got. Dōtonbori is a riot of neon, color, and life. Giant glowing signs, dragons, crabs, the iconic Glico Man turn the canal into a river of light. Tour boats glide by, music and laughter fill the air, and everyone stops for that classic victory pose. It's sensory overload in the best way, a place where commercialism becomes art. Every corner is a spectacle, mechanical crabs, towering octopuses, and crowds buzzing with excitement. The energy here is contagious. You can't help but get swept up in it. This is Osaka's heart, beating loud and bright, and my night is just getting started. Dōtonbori is a feast for the senses. The sizzle of takoyaki, the shouts of vendors, and the pulse of J-pop and pachinko blend into a city-wide celebration. Laughter and chatter in every language fill the air. The smells, grilled octopus, smoky yakitori, sweet melon pan, pull you in every direction. It's impossible not to smile, impossible not to be hungry. My stomach's rumbling and my curiosity's piqued. Time to taste what Osaka's famous for. This is just the beginning. I'm here for the street food. Takoyaki, okonomiyaki, kushikatsu, and to meet the people who make Osaka Japan's kitchen. But there's more. The legendary Tenjin Matsuri festival, with ancient processions and fireworks lighting up the river. I want to hear stories, find secret spots, and connect with locals and fellow travelers. We'll dive into nightlife, feast on street food, and celebrate tradition. Osaka is calling. Vibrant, welcoming, unforgettable. Let the adventure begin. Step off the main drag, and Osaka's side streets reveal their magic. Neon canopies, packed alleys, and the aroma of sizzling food create a world of discovery. Tiny bars, hidden restaurants, and arcades line the maze-like Shotengai. Here, chefs cook inches from diners, and every corner promises a new flavor or surprise. The energy is intimate, authentic, and alive with community. Wandering these streets, you feel the real heartbeat of Osaka, and I'm ready to dive even deeper. Entertainment is woven into the fabric of Dōtonbori. Arcades here are temples of lights and sounds. Inside, players are focused, fingers flying. It's a passion, a competitive sport for many. Dōtonbori's entertainment history runs deep with traditional theaters. The Shochikuza Theater hosts kabuki. Nearby, comedy clubs thrive. This blend of old and new makes Dōtonbori fascinating. It's mastered the art of keeping people happy. The energy is irresistible. Just steps from the dazzling Dōtonbori, I discover Hozenji Yokocho, a narrow stone-paved alley that feels like another era. It's a hidden sanctuary. At Hozenji Temple, the statue of Fudo Myowo is covered in a thick carpet of moss, grown over generations by visitors pouring water and making wishes. The alley is lined with traditional restaurants, offering an atmosphere of refined elegance, a contrast to the boisterous street stalls. It's a reminder that even in vibrant Osaka, there are places of peace. Hozenji Yokocho honors its past, providing a perfect balance before returning to Dōtonbori. Let's talk about the colossal three-dimensional signs that have become the unofficial mascots of Dōtonbori. These aren't just flat billboards, they are massive mechanical sculptures that demand your attention. Looming over a famous restaurant is Kani Doraku, a gigantic red crab with legs and claws that move slowly, beckoning diners inside. Then there's the huge octopus clutching a takoyaki ball, leaving no doubt about what's being served below. My favorite might be the angry-looking face of a kushikatsu chef, who sternly warns patrons, no double dipping. These signs are more than just marketing. They are works of pop art that transform the entire street into a whimsical, larger-than-life theme park dedicated to delicious food. In a way, they represent Osaka's exuberant spirit and the philosophy, to eat until you drop, made manifest. Seeing these giants up close, you have to appreciate the craftsmanship and creativity that went into them. I realize that this is what makes Dōtonbori so special. It takes the ordinary and makes it extraordinary. The night is still young, but already Dōtonbori has completely captivated me. I came here expecting bright lights and energy, but what I found is so much more. It's a place of incredible contrasts. It's a massive, spectacular show on the main canal, and an intimate, secret world in the hidden alleys. It's a high-tech playground of modern arcades and a spiritual sanctuary at a moss-covered temple. It's a district that proudly showcases its history while simultaneously racing toward the future. This isn't just a tourist attraction. It's a living, breathing neighborhood with a complex and fascinating personality. It has managed to exceed all of my wildest expectations, and this is only the beginning. Looking back at the Glico Man, now from a bridge further down the canal, I see him in a new light. He's not just an advertisement, he's the conductor of this beautiful, chaotic orchestra. All the lights, the sounds, the people, the boats, they all seem to move in rhythm with his victorious pose. He represents the tireless energy of Osaka, a city that works hard, plays hard, and welcomes everyone with open arms. The reflections on the water seem even more vibrant now, a liquid tapestry weaving together all the stories of the night. It's a place that makes you feel alive, that fills you with a sense of optimism and pure, unadulterated joy. This first act of my Osaka adventure has been an immersion in a world of sensory delight. I've been overwhelmed by the sights, serenaded by the sounds, and tempted by the smells. I've seen how entertainment, from ancient theater to modern video games, is central to the city's identity. I've discovered that right next to the spectacle, you can find moments of profound peace and tradition. Most of all, I've felt the incredible warmth and fun-loving spirit of this place. It's an energy that gets inside you, that makes you want to explore more, taste more, and experience more. It's a powerful invitation to let go and just enjoy the ride. And now my stomach is officially making the decisions. The sights have been incredible, but the promise of what lies ahead is even more exciting. The time for observing is over. It's time to participate. It's time to follow the delicious aromas and dive headfirst into the legendary street food culture of this city. This exploration of Dōtonbori after dark has been the perfect appetizer. It has set the stage beautifully for the main course. The night's first chapter has closed, and it was a spectacular one. But now, it's time for Act 2, the Street Eats Extravaganza. Osaka, I'm hungry. Let's eat. All right, the moment of truth has arrived. My stomach has led me on a mission. The first stop, takoyaki, the undisputed king of Osaka street food. You can't walk 10 feet in Dōtonbori without smelling it. These little balls of battered, gooey goodness with a tender piece of octopus hidden inside are an institution, a symbol of the city's love for fast, cheap, and incredibly delicious food. I'm on the hunt for the perfect takoyaki. I decide to follow the crowd. The chefs are working with lightning speed. The air is thick with the savory aroma of cooking batter. You can hear the constant sizzle from the griddles. Finally, it's my turn. The vendor hands me a little paper boat cradling 8 plump golden brown spheres. They are glistening under a generous drizzle of dark, tangy takoyaki sauce and creamy Japanese mayonnaise. A sprinkle of delicate, paper-thin bonito flakes completes the masterpiece. The moment has come. I grab my toothpick, ready to dive in. Watching the takoyaki masters at work is a show in itself. They stand before massive cast iron griddles filled with hemispherical molds. First, they expertly oil each mold, then pour savory, dashi-infused batter. They quickly drop octopus, tempura scraps, pickled ginger, and green onions into each mold. The speed and precision are mesmerizing. With rapid flicks of the wrist, they break the batter and start turning the balls. It's a fluid motion until they are perfect spheres, cooking evenly and turning golden brown. The outside is slightly crisp, giving way to an incredibly soft, gooey center. The tangy sauce, creamy mayo, salty bonito, and fresh seaweed come together perfectly. It is one of the most delicious things I have ever eaten. After takoyaki, I'm ready for the next Osakan cuisine champion, okonomiyaki. Okonomi means how you like, and yaki means grilled. It's a savory pancake you fill with whatever ingredients you desire. I find a cozy restaurant with a teppan grill built into the counter. The smell of grilled batter pulls me in. Inside, the atmosphere is warm. I take a seat at the counter for a front row view. The base is a batter with flour, yam, dashi, eggs, and cabbage. From there, you choose your fillings. I order the classic pork belly version, butatama. The chef mixes the batter and ingredients, then scoops it onto the hot griddle. He lays thin sliced pork belly on top. Now the waiting game begins as the pancake sizzles away. The chef flips the okonomiyaki high into the air with a practiced motion. It's a theatrical move, drawing applause. He slides the finished pancake onto the hot grill in front of me. The teppan itself is my plate, keeping the okonomiyaki hot. The chef paints the pancake with rich, dark okonomiyaki sauce. Then comes Japanese mayonnaise, creating a perfect crosshatch pattern. Finally, it's finished with ayanori powder and dancing bonito flakes. The final product is a beautiful canvas of colors and textures. The chef hands me a small spatula, a coat, my fork and knife. I cut a small wedge directly on the grill. I take my first bite. It's an explosion of flavors. The sweet sauce cuts through the richness. It's magnificent, it's hearty, comforting, and unbelievably delicious. Sharing this communal grill, I understand why okonomiyaki is so beloved. It's a dish that truly is made just how you like it. My quest takes me to Osaka's kushikatsu. This is what happens when you put things on a stick and deep fry them. Pure magic. Kushikatsu, skewers of meat, seafood, vegetables, breaded in panko and deep-fried golden brown. I find a classic joint in Shinsekai, known for its retro vibe. The most important rule, no double dipping. Skewers are dipped into a communal pot of savory sauce. Only dip once. Use cabbage to scoop more sauce. Signs are everywhere. It's a social contract. The menu is a long list of options. You order by the skewer. It's an affordable way to try a variety of things. The crunch is incredible. Simple, brilliant, and addictive. My journey through Osaka's street food landscape has been nothing short of a revelation. This wasn't just about eating. It was a full-on sensory immersion into the city's soul. From the gooey, octopus-filled heart of the takoyaki to the customizable, savory canvas of the okonomiyaki and the crispy, golden perfection of the kushikatsu, each dish told a story. They spoke of a city that doesn't take itself too seriously, a place that values flavor, fun, and community above all else. This is food for the people, made with pride and served with a smile. It's honest, unpretentious, and designed to make you happy. And let me tell you, I am very, very happy. The big three of Osaka street food each offered a completely different but equally satisfying experience. The takoyaki was a lesson in texture and surprise, a perfect bite of gooey, savory, and chewy all at once. The okonomiyaki was a comforting, hearty hug on a plate, a meal that felt both inventive and deeply traditional. And the kushikatsu was a celebration of simplicity and the pure joy of a perfect crunch. What connects them all is the incredible quality and the sheer passion of the people making them. You can taste the history and the pride in every single bite. This is more than just fuel, it's an expression of cultural identity. What's truly amazing is how affordable this culinary adventure has been. For just a handful of yen, I've had some of the most memorable meals of my life. A full, satisfying dinner of takoyaki, okonomiyaki, and a few skewers of kushikatsu can easily cost less than 3,000 yen, or about $20 US. This accessibility is what makes Osaka's food scene so special. It's not hidden away in expensive, exclusive restaurants. The best food in the city is right here on the street, available for everyone to enjoy. It democratizes deliciousness, inviting locals and travelers alike to pull up a stool and share in the feast. Kidaore, to eat until you drop, is not just a saying here, it's a way of life. As I stand here, full and content, under the neon glow of Dōtonbori, I feel like I've just scratched the surface. Every alleyway and side street holds another stall, another restaurant, another flavor waiting to be discovered. This street eats extravaganza has been the perfect main course for my Osaka night, but it has also whetted my appetite for more. It has filled my stomach. But more importantly, it has filled me with a deeper appreciation for this incredible city. The food here is the language of Osaka, and tonight I've had a wonderful, delicious conversation. But the night and the festival still beckon. The adventure is far from over. The energy in Osaka has shifted. It's palpable. Today is the main day of the Tenjin Matsuri, one of Japan's 3 greatest festivals. The festival honors Sugawara no Michizane, enshrined at the Osaka Tenmangu Shrine. It's a celebration of water, fire, and faith that transforms the city. The streets are crowded, but the atmosphere is pure joy. The streets are lined with colorful banners and paper lanterns. People are dressed in beautiful yukata. It's a city-wide party with deep cultural roots. It's a multi-layered spectacle that unfolds throughout the day, starting with rituals, a land procession, a river procession, and fireworks. I know this is going to be an unforgettable day. The land procession, or Rikutogyo, is the first grand act of the Tenjin Matsuri. It's honestly a dazzling parade that feels like a time machine has transported me straight to feudal Japan. Thousands of participants, dressed in elaborate period costumes from the 8th to 12th centuries, march through the streets of Osaka. The procession is led by drummers in these really distinctive red hats, setting a powerful rhythmic pace for the entire parade. Following them are figures representing Sarutahiko, a long-nosed goblin deity, riding on horseback, and his striking appearance draws gasps and cheers from the crowd. It's just a vibrant, moving tableau of Japanese history and mythology, brought to life right before my eyes. The scale of it all is simply immense. The centerpiece of the procession is the magnificent Gohoren, an ornate portable shrine or mikoshi that carries the spirit of the deity Sugawara, no Michizane from the Tenmangu shrine through the city. This sacred palanquin is carried on the shoulders of dozens of men who chant and heave in unison. It's a stunning piece of craftsmanship, gleaming with gold leaf and intricate carvings, and its presence commands a sense of reverence from the onlookers. Following the Gohoren are countless other groups: ceremonial umbrella dancers, columns of samurai warriors in full armor, and even child chanters. Each group has its own unique costume, music, and role to play in this grand narrative. What strikes me most is the incredible diversity of the participants. I see elderly men who have clearly been part of this tradition their entire lives, marching with a quiet dignity. I see young women performing graceful, synchronized dances. There are even young children dressed in miniature costumes, taking their roles very seriously, their faces a mixture of concentration and excitement. This isn't just a historical reenactment, it's a living tradition passed down through generations. It's a powerful display of community, with entire families and neighborhoods coming together to make the festival happen. The pride they take in their roles is evident in every step they take and every note they play. The procession snakes its way through 3 kilometers of city streets, a river of color and sound flowing through the modern urban landscape. The contrast is just breathtaking. Ancient warriors marching past convenience stores and sacred floats passing under concrete overpasses. The entire city stops to watch, with people lining the streets, perched on balconies, and waving from office windows. The air is filled with shouts of encouragement and applause. It's a moment where the past and present of Osaka merge, a powerful reminder that beneath the surface of this bustling metropolis lies a deep and enduring connection to its rich history. Being a part of this crowd, sharing in this collective awe, is an incredibly moving experience. The Tenjin Matsuri is a feast for the ears as much as it is for the eyes. The air is thick with a complex symphony of sounds that defines the festival's unique atmosphere. The most dominant sound is the danjibayashi, the festival music played by musicians who either march in the procession or ride on dedicated floats. It's a hypnotic blend of thundering taiko drums, high-pitched bamboo flutes, and the clanging of small brass gongs. The rhythm is infectious, a driving, energetic beat that seems to synchronize with the heartbeat of the crowd. It's a sound that is both celebratory and sacred, a call to gather and a tribute to the gods. You feel it in your chest as much as you hear it with your ears. Layered over the music are the human sounds of the procession, a chorus of voices that adds another layer of energy. The men carrying the heavy mikoshi shrines chant in unison, their voices rising and falling in a rhythmic call and response. Osaka Jime, they cry out, a unique rhythmic hand-clapping ritual performed to pray for prosperity and safety. The chants are a display of strength and endurance, a vocalization of their collective effort. Then there are the cheers from the crowd. Every time a particularly impressive float passes or a group of dancers performs, a wave of applause and shouts of yoi yoi and makasho ripples through the onlookers, creating a powerful feedback loop of energy between the performers and the audience. Even in the moments between the main parts of the procession, the air is never silent. There's the constant, cheerful hum of thousands of conversations, the laughter of children, and the calls of vendors selling cold drinks and festival snacks. You can hear the rustle of yukata sleeves and the soft clacking of wooden geta sandals on the pavement. These smaller, more intimate sounds create a rich, textured backdrop to the main event. It's a symphony of community, a soundscape that captures the joy and excitement of a city coming together to celebrate. It's a sound that I know will stick with me long after the festival is over. As I listen, I realize that this music and these chants are the oral history of the festival. These are melodies and rhythms that have been passed down for centuries, connecting the participants of today with the countless generations who have celebrated before them. The music tells a story of faith, community, and the enduring spirit of Osaka. It's a language that everyone here understands, regardless of their background. It bridges the gap between the sacred and the celebratory, turning the streets of the city into a massive, open-air concert hall where everyone is invited to listen, to clap, and to feel the rhythm of tradition. As dusk begins to settle over Osaka, the festival's second act begins, and it is a spectacle of pure magic. The procession moves from the land to the water for the Funa Togyo, the river parade. The sacred Mikoshi and hundreds of participants board a fleet of around 100 boats that cruise up and down the Okawa River. I find a spot on a bridge overlooking the water, and honestly, the view is absolutely breathtaking. The boats are elaborately decorated, each one a floating stage of light and color. Some boats carry the musicians, their danji bayashi music now echoing across the water. Others carry dancers, their graceful movements illuminated by the glow of lanterns. The real stars of the Funa Togyo are the boats themselves, especially as night falls. Each vessel is adorned with hundreds of paper lanterns, which are lit one by one, casting a warm, golden glow across the water. The reflections of these countless lights dance on the river's surface, creating a shimmering, ethereal pathway. It feels as if a piece of the starry sky has descended onto the river. Some boats are even equipped with bonfires called kagaribi, which blaze brightly in the darkness, their flames leaping towards the night sky. The combination of the lantern light and the firelight creates a scene of such dramatic and serene beauty that the entire crowd falls into a hushed awe. I watch as the sacred Gahoran boat, carrying the spirit of the deity, glides majestically down the river. It's followed by stage boats where traditional No and Bunraku puppet performances are staged for the crowds watching from the riverbanks. It's an incredible concept, a floating theater bringing ancient art forms to the people. There are also boisterous welcome boats, sponsored by local businesses, filled with employees in matching yukata, who clap, chant, and wave to the crowds on the shore. It's a beautiful mix of the sacred and the commercial, the solemn and the celebratory, all coexisting harmoniously on this river of light. The energy is joyous and profoundly peaceful at the same time. From my vantage point on the bridge, I have a perfect view of the entire flotilla. The boats pass each other, their lights intermingling, the music from different vessels blending into a beautiful, chaotic symphony that drifts up into the night air. The river, which is usually a quiet artery through the city, has been transformed into the main stage for one of the most beautiful displays I have ever witnessed. This is more than just a parade. It's a floating dreamscape, a poetic and powerful tribute to the city's relationship with its waterways. It's a moment of pure, unadulterated wonder, a memory that feels like it has been etched in golden light. Of course, no festival in Japan would be complete without an incredible array of food, and the Tenjin Matsuri is no exception. The streets surrounding the festival route and the riverbanks are lined with an endless sea of yatai, or food stalls. The variety is even more extensive than what I found in Dōtonbori. The air is thick with a tantalizing mix of aromas, the sweet smell of caramelized sugar, the savory scent of grilled meats, and the tangy aroma of pickles and sauces. The energy is frantic and delicious. Vendors shout their offerings, grills sizzle, and happy customers navigate the crowds, juggling plates of food and cold drinks. It's a feast for all the senses. While you can find Osaka classics like takoyaki and okonomiyaki, the festival brings out some special treats. I spot stalls selling ikayaki, grilled squid on a stick, glistening with a sweet soy glaze. There are vendors selling hashimaki, a sort of savory pancake wrapped around a pair of chopsticks for easy eating. I try a kyuri asazuke, a whole pickled cucumber on a stick, which is incredibly refreshing in the summer heat. For those with a sweet tooth, the options are endless. There's choco banana, a chocolate-dipped banana covered in colorful sprinkles, and ringo aim, a candied apple that gleams like a giant ruby under the stall lights. This is a different kind of dining experience. It's not about sitting down for a meal, it's about grazing, about walking and eating, about trying a little bit of everything. It's a progressive dinner where the menu is a mile long. I grabbed some yakitori, grilled chicken skewers, from one stall and a cup of chilled amazake, a sweet, non-alcoholic fermented rice drink from another. The food is part of the celebration, a way to fuel up for more walking and watching. Sharing a few skewers with the person standing next to you in the crowd, or pointing out a delicious-looking stall to a stranger, becomes part of the communal experience. Food here is a social glue, binding everyone together in shared enjoyment. The prices are wonderfully cheap, with most items costing between 300 and 600 yen. It's a paradise for the adventurous eater on a budget. I see families sharing large plates of carriage, Japanese fried chicken, and couples trying to decide between sweet crepes or savory noodles. The sheer joy on people's faces as they take that first bite of a festival treat is universal. This is what Kitaor is all about. Not just eating until you drop, but experiencing the pure, unadulterated pleasure that good food, shared in a festive atmosphere, can bring. The festival feasting is an essential part of the Tenjin Matsuri, adding another vibrant, flavorful layer to an already incredible event. Just when I thought the Tenjin Matsuri couldn't offer any more, the grand finale begins. The sky explodes in light and color. This is the Hanabi, the breathtaking climax to the entire festival. The scale is awe-inspiring. Over 5,000 shells create a stunning celestial performance. A collective gasp of delight rises from the hundreds of thousands gathered to watch. The fireworks are uniquely Japanese in their artistry and precision. There are bursts that create perfect spheres of color. The most spectacular are the original fireworks created just for this festival. Seeing this iconic shape light up the night sky is a truly special moment. Each explosion is met with a chorus of oohs and ahs from the crowd. As the final volley illuminates the sky, a massive wave of applause erupts from the crowd. The Tenjin Matsuri has delivered on every promise. It ended with a celestial ballet that left me speechless. After the festival, I wanted to talk to the people behind the food. I approached the takoyaki stand I visited earlier. I asked one of the chefs how long he had been making takoyaki. He told me his family has owned this stall for over 50 years. It's a legacy. The secret is in the wrist, the rhythm of turning the balls. Later, I found myself at a kushikatsu bar. The owner told me she opened this place with her husband 30 years ago. He has since passed away, but she keeps it running to keep his memory alive. These chefs and vendors are storytellers, the guardians of Osaka's culinary culture. Their kitchens are the stages where the city's stories are told every night. One of the best parts of traveling is realizing you're not alone. In Osaka, you're surrounded by fellow wanderers. I met a couple from Australia, honeymooners who chose Osaka for its fun, relaxed vibe. They showed me photos of takoyaki and we swapped stories. Later, I met a solo traveler from Germany in an arcade. He said Osaka feels real and gritty, with a soul that's not afraid to be loud. These conversations remind me of the power of travel. We're all members of a temporary club, linked by our shared experiences in this amazing city. The Tenjin Matsuri is a spectacle, but its true spirit resides in the people. I spoke with a drummer who's participated since childhood. For him, it's the most important time of year, connecting him to family history and city pride. The music, danjibayashi, is a living tradition passed down orally. I also met a costume organizer. She spoke of the community the festival fosters, strengthening bonds and creating a shared purpose. The Tenjin Matsuri is more than spectacle. It's the glue that holds the community together. These people are guardians, ensuring this tradition lights up Osaka for centuries. What is the soul of a city? After spending these nights walking the streets, eating the food, and witnessing the celebrations, I think I know the answer, at least for Osaka. The soul of this city is its people. It's in the proud takoyaki chef, the friendly couple, the dedicated festival drummer, and the thousands of smiling faces. There is an undeniable spirit here, a unique blend of warmth, humor, and a genuine love for life. It's a city that doesn't put on airs. It is what it is, and what it is wonderful. In Osaka, you never feel like an outsider for long. The city has a way of pulling you in, of making you feel like a temporary local. This welcoming spirit is the invisible ingredient in everything I've experienced. They are the city's greatest attraction. As my time exploring Osaka's nights comes to a close, it's the faces of the people I will remember most vividly. They are the true people of the night, the ones who give the city its pulse, its energy, and its incredible, oversized heart. They have shared their food, their stories, and their city with me. an incredible act of generosity. It is the human connection that truly makes a journey unforgettable. And for that, Osaka, I am truly grateful. What a journey. What a city. As I stand here for one last look at the Dōtonbori Canal, with the Glico man still running, I try to wrap my head around everything. Osaka grabs you by the hand and doesn't let go, pulling you through a dazzling maze. I came here seeking good food and a famous festival, but I found a city with a giant beating heart. This adventure has been a beautiful tapestry woven from light, the brilliant glow of Dōtonbori. The second thread, of course, was the flavor. Osaka fed my stomach and my soul, and the final thread was the laughter. The lights are beautiful and the food is delicious, but it's the people who make you fall in love with Osaka. As my adventure in Osaka ends, I'm left with vivid memories. I'll remember stepping into Dōtonbori, feeling like I was in a science fiction movie. I'll remember the taste of the food. The food of Osaka is a story, and I was lucky enough to taste a few of its most delicious chapters. The magic of the Tenjin Matsuri will echo in my mind. The image of 1,000 lanterns is burned into my memory. It was a journey into the very soul of Japan. But most of all, the lasting impression is one of warmth and human connection. Osaka was a powerful reminder of our shared humanity. These impressions of light, flavor, and warmth are the souvenirs I will cherish the most. Reflecting, I understand Kidar isn't just about eating. It's a passionate love for food and the joy it brings. This is linked to a powerful sense of community. You see it in crowded takoyaki stands and okonomiyaki restaurants. Food in Osaka is a social event. This was powerfully on display during the Tenjin Matsuri, a massive collaborative effort. This makes Osaka special, a city connecting food, fun, and fellowship. The spirit of Osaka is one of togetherness. Good food tastes better when shared with good company. So, what's the final word on Osaka? It's simple. You have to go. You have to see it for yourself. I can try to describe the brightness of the neon lights, but you have to feel their glow on your face. I can try to explain the incredible taste of the food, but you have to experience that first bite that is so hot it makes you do a little dance. I can tell you about the warmth of the people, but you have to experience their kindness firsthand. Osaka is not a city to be observed from a distance. It is a city to be experienced with all of your senses. It's an interactive adventure waiting for you to press start. I encourage you to come with an open mind and an empty stomach. Get lost in the side streets of Dōtonbori. Follow your nose to a food stall that smells too good to pass up. Try something you've never heard of before. Strike up a conversation with the person sitting next to you at the bar. Don't be afraid to use hand gestures and a smile to communicate. It's the most effective language there is. Let the city guide you. Some of the best moments of my trip were the ones that weren't planned, the hidden gems I discovered just by wandering and being curious. This city rewards exploration like no other. If you can, try to time your visit with a festival like the Tenjin Matsuri. To see a Japanese in person is to witness a spectacle of culture, history, and community that is truly unforgettable. But even if you can't, don't worry. The festive spirit is alive and well in Osaka every single night of the year. The party is always happening somewhere, whether it's in a packed arcade, a lively izakaya, or just on a crowded street corner where people are enjoying good food and good company. The energy of this city is constant and contagious. You just have to show up and be ready to join in. This journey through Osaka's nightlife has been one of the most fun and delicious adventures of my life. It's a city that surprised and delighted me at every turn. It's a place of spectacular sights, incredible flavors, and most importantly, wonderful people. So this is my open invitation to you. Book that ticket, pack your bags, come and discover the magic of Osaka for yourself. Come and find your own favorite food stall, your own hidden alley, your own unforgettable memories. I promise you, this city will welcome you with open arms, feed you until you're full and happy, and send you home with a smile. The adventure is waiting. What are you waiting for? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.